Oh Jesus, what's happened to it? Oh. Ah! Hi, I'm Andy and this is Adjushy Life. Today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. Over the past few months, if you've been watching my videos, I've mainly been making recipes, short videos, and not all of them have turned out quite as I'd hoped. So I thought I'm going to do something that's probably a bit more my skill level, a little bit easier, just for a little bit of a break. I'm going to be using a waffle maker to basically cook things that you might not think is possible to cook. I mean, I don't even know if some of these things are possible to waffle, but let's give it a try. So the first thing we're going to be putting into the waffle maker today are croissants. And I've bought a few different frozen croissants from, these are Pret-a-Manger, and one of these is a Tesco own brand. I'm also using some of my donuts from a previous video that I froze, seeing if I can resurrect them because they don't look that great anymore. And I'm going to try to make something out of these pierogi. These are potato and cheese, so hopefully they'll turn into something quite delicious. I was also searching through my cupboards and I found this. I thought that could be quite interesting to put in the waffle maker. To be honest, I'm not sure why I even bought this in the first place. Why did we buy this? Okay, I bought this. I don't even know why I bought this, but we'll give this one a try and see if we can make some sort of breakfast waffle. So this is the waffle maker we'll be using today. Bought it off Amazon, cost 30 quid. Quite expensive, but for these videos, no expense spared, I guess. So let's put the first things in. Just give this a juice. We're going to put the Pret-a-Manger croissants in. They look a bit small, but hopefully something good will happen to them. And I'm going to leave that for about 3 minutes, 4 minutes. Let's try 4. It smells good already. I did say 4 minutes, but I haven't actually been timing it, so I think it'll take another minute or 2. I'll time it this time with my phone. It's gone a bit sweaty. Okay, let's have a look. Oh Jesus, what's happened to it? Oh my god. Ah! Okay, so that was kind of a success. We had the plain one. It's turned out to be quite this nice looking little waffle. And if you look at the back of the chocolate croissant, it's turned into, well, it's turned into that, which I'm not going to eat. Oh, should I eat it? Yeah. Actually, if it wasn't for the burnt bits, it would be quite delicious because there's a lot of chocolate inside, but maybe I can scrape that. Oh yeah, you can get rid of the caramelized stuff. Caramelized burnt bits. Maybe I can salvage that later. Let's try this, see if it tastes as good as it looks. Oh wow, that's actually quite delicious. It tastes like a croissant, but it's all been compacted, so it's all flaky and buttery. It might be nice with a bit of sugar, actually. But yeah, I could quite happily eat that. And I don't need to cook it in the oven. So yeah, basically if you're trying to cook croissant in a waffle maker, cook it for about, I can't even actually say how long you need to cook it for because I wasn't really paying attention. I think it was about 5 minutes. The only thing I was disappointed about with that Pret-a-Manger croissant was it turned out a little bit smaller than the other one. So we'll try this one, which is a Tesco own brand almond croissant. We'll try that one, and I'll put the donuts in at the same time, see how they turn out. I think I will time it this time and give it 4 minutes. I think that should be enough time. So we'll put this one here. Should I clean that chocolate first? Hang on. Ow. Oh my god. Oh, why is it so hot? Okay, so now I've cleaned it-ish. I can put the almond croissant in, and I'll Not so sure about putting these two in, but we'll see. So definitely we'll try for 4 minutes. Oh, actually no, 3 minutes. I don't know why I'm risking an extra minute. We don't want to experience this again. So we'll try 3 minutes. That's Korean tea, by the way. Really nice. Helps wash down the burnt bits. Okay, it's been 3 minutes. Let's have a look. Oh wow. Okay, so this is what I was expecting the first time. Look at the size of this one. Pret a manger is actually quite poor compared to this. That dough's a little bit underdone, so I'm just going to leave it for another minute. Might take these out though. Yeah, these look good. Okay, so I'm going to try the donut first. This is the donut that oh god, it's so hot. So this is one of the donuts that I cooked in one of my previous videos, and I froze it at the time because they do keep quite well. And that's super hot. Let's give this a try. Wow. If I'm honest, this probably tastes better than it did originally. All the sugar's caramelized on the outside, and it's still got that sort of doughy texture. It's quite chewy. Delicious. Okay, so this is the almond croissant, and it's the Tesco own brand. So I wasn't expecting that much from it compared to the Pret ones, but it's turned out really nice. It's actually quite crispy and quite doughy. Look at that. That is really good. Bit crumbly. Eat it over a plate. You'll I just vacuumed earlier. Yeah, I'd recommend you do it with this one, if anything. It's really nice, really sweet because of the almond stuff that they put on it. I mean, in comparison, this is the Pret one and this is the Tesco one, so this one turns out much, much better. Need to vacuum. So next thing I'm going to try is this, which is a sort of Korean mochi. It's called duck. It's called tok. I can't even pronounce it. Duck, not duck, duck. And it's basically a rice cake, glutinous rice, and this one's just been coated with cake powder. No, not cake powder. Crumbled up cake. I froze these a while ago, and I'm going to try and resurrect them in the waffle maker. Oh, it's just messy everywhere. Oh, I forgot about this. Ah, it's so annoying to clean. It has to be an easy way. Jeez. It's non-stick, but all the stuff just moves around. I think I'll put them in just the one side. See how they turn out. So the nice thing about mochi and duck Korean rice cakes is it's kind of got a soft texture, so when you bite into it, it's a little bit soft, but it's quite chewy. Be interesting to see how it turns out as a waffle. Mochi waffle? No, just a waffle. Oh yeah, we'll try it for 3 minutes. I think it's been long enough, let's try. Oh. Okay. That looks actually quite good. It's actually turned out quite nice. So it's gone kind of soft like mochi, but it's still quite crispy on the outside. Didn't quite form a whole shape, but that's probably because I didn't put it together properly, but it actually looks really good. So, wow. So it's got that mochi texture where it sort of just stretches like that. Wow. Very, very chewy, very, very soft, but nice and crispy and sweet on the outside. If you want me to make this in future, leave me a comment and I'll get onto it when I can. Okay, so now we're onto the pierogi. And these came frozen before, but I've defrosted them as well, and I'm just going to place them in here. And again, we'll try for maybe 3 minutes. 3 minutes should be enough. Possibly should have sprayed it with this, but I think it'll be alright. I think the pastry's got enough oily stuff in it to make sure it doesn't burn. We'll see. Oh, okay. I don't think it's quite ready, but maybe it'll benefit from a little bit of some oil. Okay, I've left it for a few extra minutes. Let's see how it's got on. It's not really changed much, but I'd say that's cooked. So it didn't turn out too bad. It's a waffle shape, kind of. Oh god, it's really warm. Oh, really nice. Got cheese and potato inside. Let's try that. Tastes just like a pierogi, only it's got some sort of sugar on the outside because I probably didn't clean the waffle maker that well, but really quite nice. I'd probably, to be honest, prefer it in its normal form, frying it in some butter whilst it's been defrosted, but it's okay like it is. Okay, onto the finale. We're going to have PEK, which is, I guess, Spam is the only sort of alternative to this. 90% pork content, that's good. I think it's going to be a bit boring on its own, so I'm going to try make it a little bit more interesting. I mean, it's not the most appetizing thing I've seen, but hopefully when it goes through the waffle maker it'll look a little bit better. Okay, so the problem with this pork, I think, is because it's so massive. Get out. It's like there's a vacuum that's... What are you doing? Oh yes, in there. Okay, see, my worry is when I do this, it's all going to sort of spread out the back and the sides. So maybe if I put it in the middle, sort of these things will push it to either side. But I can't trust in my own science, if you can call it that. So I'm going to give some reinforcement. So it won't be able to go this way if I put bacon on it. Actually starting to look a bit gourmet. Okay, let's try. Okay, so I think maybe 4 or 5 minutes for this. It's a very meaty smell in the house from the pork. I think that's a good thing. A lot of steam. No leakage yet. That's good. Okay, let's have a look. Whoa. Okay, so let's try one last ingredient. Oh wow, that looks really messy. And there we have it. So this is a meat waffle with egg. Oh, I can't even tell whether the bacon is. It's kind of thin bacon. Wow, it's really, really, really meaty, really savoury, really nice. I think it'd be even better with some of this. Let's just put some, like a sort of drizzle all over, or just like a sloppy sort of mess. Try again. It's actually really, really tasty. I know it's unhealthy. I'm starting to wonder whether it's actually worth it though, because if you've seen the mess that was left in the waffle maker, it's going to take me a long time to clean that. Actually, it is worth it. It is really, really nice, and once I'm off screen, I'll be eating all of that for sure. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting me. If you enjoyed this video, please press the like button. It'll help me even more. At the moment I'm battling YouTube's algorithm, which is putting me in weird sort of video slots, so people who watch videos about feet, I seem to get promoted there most of the time, but if you click like, it'll help bump me up in the algorithm and put me in other places. If you're not subscribed already, have a word with yourself, press the subscribe button, make an account and click the bell icon. I'd like to know any feedback you have, if you enjoyed this video, anything you'd want to see in future, maybe a different kind of waffle making, maybe roast dinner waffles, I don't know, whatever you suggest I'll be happy to try. But for now, take care, see you next time.